Welcome to today's beginner flow. Save this video for later. I would recommend having 2 blocks available, and we're gonna meet in a seated posture. We're gonna connect with our conscious breath. Inhale here into the lower belly and the ribs. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale the good shit. Exhale the bullshit. Continue to breathe here on your own. If at any point today you need to take child's pose or any other variation, please feel free to do so. Listen to your body. When you're ready, we'll come on to tabletop. Meeting in tabletop pose, this is also known as tiger's pose. Taking your tiger claws and digging them into your mat, digging those fingertips in to help relieve pressure off your wrists as we flow today. Inhaling here and exhaling. We're going to begin with our cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, look up to the sky as you take the heels of your palms and bring them towards your knees. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. Pushing the heels of your palms away from your knees, feeling that nice stretch between your shoulder blades. Inhaling, cat pose, tilting your hips upward, chest to sky. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow, rounding the spine. Exhale, cat. Flow here 2 more times on your own with your breath. Coming into neutral tabletop when you're ready. Inhaling, tuck the toes under. Exhaling into tigress. Take your feet over to the right side, move your side body to the left, feeling that nice stretch along the left side body. Inhale, center. Exhale, opposite direction. Feet to the left, side body to the right, feeling that nice stretch all the way along here. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, opposite direction. Inhale, center. Exhale, feet to left. Inhale, center. Exhale, feet to right. Flow here 3 more times on your own. They say that your spine is the healthiest part of your body. You're only as young as your spine is. It's very important to keep any type of spinal movements in your practice every day. Meeting back in tabletop when you're ready. Inhaling, walking your hands out a little further, tucking your toes in. Exhaling, bringing your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Bringing your shoulder blades down and back. Digging those claws that we talked about before into the mat to help relieve pressure off of your wrists. Bringing your chest into the earth. Maybe taking a micro bend in the knee or a full bend if you need it. If you're looking for a little bit more fire, straightening that knees, but never overextending. And trying to bring the heels of your feet down to your mat. You're welcome to walk out your dog, pick one foot up, then the other. One heel up, rather. Forming an upside down V with your body. Inhaling, lifting your feet. Exhaling as you set down your heels. Inhale, look forward. Exhale as you step towards the front of your mat into forward fold. Bringing the crown of your head down towards the ground. And this is an active forward fold. Placing your weight distribution, majority through your heels and then your toes. Keeping a micro bend in that knee. And hinging at the hips. Bringing the crown of the head down to the ground. And breathing here. On your next inhale, heel toe your feet out to hip distance apart. Grab opposite elbows and bend your knees so much that your chest completely rests on your knees. This is called ragdoll pose. You're welcome to sway here from side to side, feeling that nice stretch along your spine. Maybe shaking your head yes, shaking it no. Feeling some tension relieve between your shoulder blades. And uncurling your hands when you're ready. On your next inhale, we'll heel toe your feet back together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, pushing up through your heels, hinging at the hips, engaging the hamstrings and the glutes. Placing your hands on your quads or your shins, never on the joint itself. Inhaling here, exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, mountain pose, coming up either by hinging at your hips or moving up one vertebrae at a time. As you raise your hands to the sky and breathe here. Bring your shoulder blades down and back. Ground through all four corners of your feet. Engage your quads. Engage your core by bringing your belly button into the spine. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to thighs or shins, hinging at the hips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, as you step back into plank. You're welcome to come down to your knees or stay in plank for a little bit more fire. Inhale, look forward, push forward on your toes. Exhale, bring your elbows in and start to lower all the way down to the ground. Moving out your feet so that the tops of your feet are on the earth. Inhale, look up. Exhale, press through your hands. Inhale, upward dog. Engaging your glutes, engaging your core so that you're not dumping into your lower back, and looking up towards the sky. Exhale, tucking the toes under. Bring your hips up and back into downward facing dog. That is our sun salutation A. We will flow through that 2 more times, a little bit faster every time. Inhale, look towards the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to quads or shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, hinging at the hips, coming up to the sky, raising your hands to the sky. Exhale, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, pressing in through those heels. Exhale, high to low plank, stepping back into plank, elbows in, looking forward, pushing forward. As you lower down, coming onto your knees if that's what you need. Inhale, up dog, pushing in through the palms of your heels of your palms. Exhale, tucking those toes under, downward facing dog. Let's flow through that one more time, a little faster. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Coming onto your knees if that's what feels good. Lowering here. Inhale, upward facing dog. Thighs come up off the mat. Exhale, tucking those toes under, hips and back. Downward facing dog. Meeting back in down dog when you're ready. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Dropping your back knee, pushing out your back foot, we're going to come into a low crescent. Lifting your hands to the sky. You're welcome to keep them on your knee for more stability, or lift them up. Opening your chest to the sky, feeling that nice stretch in your hip flexor on the left side. And then exhaling from here, coming onto the back leg. Making sure that the back knee is perpendicular if you need to move your foot out a little further. Coming into a half splits. This is where our blocks are going to come into play. So grab your blocks here. Place them underneath your hands at whatever height you need. Maybe that's all the way up. Maybe that's all the way down. Maybe there's no blocks. Keeping your back straight, feeling that stretch in your hamstring. Keeping a slight micro bend in the knee. As you inhale here, exhale, fold over that front leg. Take one full breath here. Inhaling, stepping forward through into low crescent. Bring your hands to the sky, chest to the sky. Exhale, coming back onto your back leg. Half splits. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, half splits. On your next inhale, we're going to come up to high crescent. Coming onto that front leg, tucking the back toes under, straightening that back leg, lifting it up, coming into high crescent up off the ground. Adjusting your stance if needed, and coming onto that front, putting the weight into that front heel. Taking one full breath here. Placing your hands down into low lunge. Exhaling, high to low plank, also known as chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. The other side. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, look forward, step it through. Low lunge, dropping that back knee, dropping that back foot, coming into low crescent. Exhale, coming onto that back knee, placing your blocks underneath your hands, making sure to keep your back leg perpendicular to the ground as you wiggle out your feet a little bit more. Inhale, straighten the back, hinge at the hips, coming forward, keeping a slight micro bend in the front leg. Taking one full breath here. On your next inhale, coming to low lunge, stepping forward. Hands to sky, chest opens to the sky. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low crescent. Feeling that nice stretch in the hip flexor on the right side. Exhale, half splits. On your next inhale, coming into high crescent, tucking those back toes under, lifting that back leg. So maybe adjusting your stance a little bit, coming into a 90-degree bend on your front leg, inhaling to the sky, high crescent. Exhale, low lunge, step it back. Inhale, plank, exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's go through that one more time. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, place it through. Immediately dropping that back leg and the back knee. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, high crescent, tucking the back toes under, coming up, maybe adjusting your stance. Inhaling towards the sky. Exhaling, low lunge. Inhaling, plank. Exhaling, lower. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Left side. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Dropping that back knee, dropping the back foot. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, high crescent, tucking the back toe under, adjusting the stance if needed. Inhaling to the sky. Exhaling, setting down your hands, moving to plank, immediately going from high to low plank. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Coming into child's pose. Bring your toes together, knees apart. Sit back onto your heels as you move your hands forward into a relaxing posture. As I mentioned before, you are welcome to take child's pose at any time. When you're ready, coming back to tabletop. Let's begin to flow. Coming into down dog when you're ready, placing your blocks back to the front. Inhale, hips up and back as you exhale into down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale, look forward, step it through. Coming into warrior one. Warrior one, your feet are on two different train tracks parallel to each other. You're going to take your back foot, turn your toes to the top left corner of your mat at a 45-degree angle, making sure that your heel comes to full contact with the ground. Bending into your front knee, squaring your hips to the front. Inhaling, lifting your chest to the sky as you look forward to warrior one. If it's in your practice, come a little bit further into that front knee, adjusting your stance when necessary. Inhale here. Exhale into warrior two. Opening your body to the left side as you bring your foot and your feet in line with each other. Your front foot is still facing forward. Your back foot is facing the long side of your mat, perpendicular, bisecting each other. Leaning into your front knee. Turning your pelvis to the long side of the mat, making sure that your knee is on the outside of your front foot. Inhaling, lifting your arms to the sky in a parallel to the ground, looking over that front fingertip and breathing here. Take your front hand, pull forward as you come up and back, wrapping your left hand around your back and feeling a side body stretch on that right side in reverse warrior. Keeping your glutes engaged. Inhale here. Exhale, let's move into side angle. Bringing your knee to your elbow, lifting your left hand to the sky. If you want a little bit more fire, you're welcome to extend your right hand as such. If you would like, you're welcome to place a block under your hands for a little bit more stability, so that we're creating a line of energy all the way from our heels up through the crown of our head. We want to make sure that we're not up here. If so, sinking our hips a little bit lower so that we're in line with that energy. On your next exhale, windmill your hands down, framing your foot. Inhale, three-legged dog, lifting your right leg to the sky. Exhale, setting it down. And flowing through your chaturanga, otherwise staying in down dog. When you're ready, we'll meet back in down dog. Lifting your left leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, look forward, place it through. Inhaling, coming up into warrior one. Again, your feet are on two railroad tracks. Dropping that back heel, turning out that back foot so it's a 45-degree angle compared to your front leg. Leading into your front knee. Squaring your hips to face the forward. Shoulders also facing forward as we inhale, warrior one. Exhale, turning to warrior two, turning to the long side of your mat. Bringing your feet in line with each other, making sure that they bisect each other at a perpendicular plane. Bending into that front leg, making sure to square your hips alongside of the mat and engage your left glute to bring your knee to the outside of that foot. Inhaling here as you bring your arms up and sink a little bit deeper. Inhaling, bringing your forward hand forward and then up and back into reverse warrior. Feeling that nice side body stretch on the left side. Still with that bent leg. Inhale here. Exhale, side angle, bringing your elbow to your knee and your right hand to the sky. You're welcome to extend your hands to bring a little bit more fire. You're welcome to place a block underneath your hand for a little bit more stability. Inhale here. Exhale, windmill your hands down to frame your foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog and or chaturanga. Let's flow through that again one more time. Inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, look forward, place it forward. Warrior one. Open heart to sky. Exhale, warrior two. Switching up your feet, perpendicular to each other, coming onto that front leg. Opening your hands and making sure your spine is straight and long. Inhale, reverse warrior. Side body stretch. Exhale, placing your hands down. Tick-tocking your arms. Warrior side angle. Inhale here. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, look forward, step through. Warrior one. Inhale, turn to the side, warrior two. Long spine, engaging those glutes. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, tick-tock down the arms. Side angle. Inhale here. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up, coming into chair pose. A great way to do this is touching the ground as you come up to make sure that you are low enough. Coming into chair pose, your toes touch, maybe a little space between your heels. Knees can either be connected or a little space in between to help engage your glutes. Bringing your spine in and making sure that your spine is neutral. Maybe tucking in your pelvis just a little bit, not over tucking it. Inhaling, raising your hands to the sky. Exhaling, sinking in a little bit deeper. Inhaling here. Exhaling, sinking in a little deeper. Inhaling to mountain. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, high to low plank. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Listen for the change. Inhale as we twist to the right, hooking our left elbow on the right knee, making sure that our knees are still in line with each other as we press down on our top hand to bring your hands to the center of your chest, looking over to the right. Take one full breath here. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale. Whew. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, as we start to twist. Exhale, bringing your right elbow to the left knee as you twist to the right, pressing down with that top hand to make your hands come to the center of your chest. Taking one full breath here, making sure that your knees are in line with each other, not jutting out. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to start our cool down. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose. Bringing your front leg parallel to the top of the mat. If it's not perfectly parallel, that's totally fine. Bringing your pelvis closer to the ground. For some adjustments and support, you're welcome to take a block and place it under your right glute to help ease any tension. You're also welcome to come onto figure 4. If pigeon is not in your practice, figure 4 looks like this. Bending your knees as you lie on your back, taking your right ankle, placing on the left knee, threading your hands through the hole around your left thigh and pulling in as to feel that nice stretch in the right glute. For those of you in pigeon, start to place your hands on on opposite sides of the mat and rock back and forth as you slowly lower. Coming down onto your forearms, maybe coming down all the way onto the mat. You're welcome to place a block under your forehead for a little bit more support. And take 3 full breaths here. On your next inhale, start to rise, rocking back and forth, flossing out that right glute, and maybe taking a counter stretch, bringing in your left heel into your left glute, reaching around with your left hand to grab that foot as you bring it in for a nice quad stretch. Exhale as you let it go. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky, look forward. Exhale, place it through pigeon on the left side. You're welcome to take the same variation for figure 4. Maybe taking a block and placing it under your left glute for a little bit more stability, bringing your pelvis closer to the ground. When you're ready, placing hands on the outside of your mat, starting to rock back and forth. As you come down onto your forearms, maybe all the way to your forehead, or resting a block underneath your forehead. Taking 3 full breaths here. On your next inhale, start to rise, rocking back and forth, flossing out that left glute. Maybe taking that counter stretch, bringing in your right heel to your right glute, reaching around with your right hand to grab that foot and bringing it in for a nice quad stretch on the right side. Exhaling, letting go. Inhaling, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming onto your knees and then onto your back. Bring your legs out long. Bring your knees into your chest and give them a nice hug. Rocking back and forth on your lower spine. Maybe rocking forward and backward along your spine. And resting. Inhaling here. Goalposting your arms into a T. And dropping your feet to the right side into supine twist. You're welcome to place a block between your legs or under your legs, whatever feels good here. And taking 3 full breaths in this position. On your next inhale, knees back to the center of your chest. Exhaling, dropping them to the opposite side. Connecting your right shoulder with the ground and placing any blocks where necessary. Taking 3 full breaths here. Bringing your knees into your chest. Exhaling as you lay them out long, coming into our final posture for today, Shavasana, or corpse pose. This is the rest of all yoga poses. This helps rejuvenate everything that we've done, all the hard work that we put in on our mat today. And lay here. Start to wiggle your fingers, start to wiggle your toes, maybe take some wrists and ankle circles, bringing your knees up, and coming into fetal position on your favorite side, placing your hand under your head like a pillow, and sitting here for a minute. Fetal position symbolizes rebirth. As you start to push up, come into a seated posture. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thank you for coming to your mats. The light in me sees the light in you, and I hope you enjoy your day. Namaste. Be sure to save this video for later, like and subscribe.